you really thank me? Now I know the sickness has gone to your head. My lord, please, you need to rest.
Narcissus must hear of this.
What? Who's there?
Oh, you startled me. You look a capable type. Are you a sellsword? I need someone...
Refugees from Narcissus. We came here to escape the plague, but were set upon by highwaymen. I was separated from my group, and my husband. Please, I must find Gariel, but the halfwit at the barricade won't let me through. Alexia, bless you! I'll follow your lead, but I'm afraid I'm not very good in a fight.
We must keep moving. The sooner we find Gariel, the better.
I'm sorry. It's the cinnamon-scented perfume I wear. It was Gariel's favorite. I may have overdone it today.
Go away. If you're infected, you'll
We're
kill
not
us all.
infected, you idiot! I'm trying to find my husband!
I don't care if you're looking for Nerevar. You're not getting in here.
This is getting us nowhere. There's got to be another entrance through the crypt. Husband's bow! He's been here. We must get past that door. I don't see my husband anywhere. This doesn't feel right. Something feels wrong here, but I can't put my finger on it.
A new face? What brings you to this Gariel? I heard he vanished on the last hunting expedition. Danis would know more. Danis calls it Meatloaf Surprise. I'm surprised I'm able to keep it down. You'll have to ask Danis.
You're not wanted here, outsider. The Loader's Plague. It's been ravaging our cities, turning our loved ones into walking corpses. We came here to escape it. Gariel was infected. He seemed fine at first, but the infection became obvious during one of our hunting expeditions. I had...
I don't understand. None of the refugees will answer my questions. It's like they're hiding something.
What? But we saw his bow. That's preposterous. He was fine when we were separated. Please, you must find him. Search the crypts. I'll keep questioning the others. Someone must know what Danis is playing at. You're probably right. This place doesn't feel right. I'll be outside waiting for news of my husband. Please hurry. I hate the thought of Gariel wandering through those godforsaken chambers all alone. I understand, but if there's even a chance...
Speak to me before entering your nerve, citizen.
I don't remember the last time things were this hectic.
Don't you worry, we have to register to
You're the one that saved Yoran the Skald King in...
What an amazing thing, this Ebonheart Pact.
Stranger, may we speak?
Can you believe it? Dragons, in your own homeland. What are you going to do?
This one does not know, but he hopes his family is safe in Riverdale. Please, listen to me for just a moment. It's very important.
I'll order the merchant caravans to get back on the roads immediately.
Are we sure that's a good idea? We can't be sure the threat is really over.
Can you believe it? Dragons, in your own homeland.
You probably want to talk to one of the crafters. Unless, of course, you're looking for some hot coals. Oh, about that. I may have exaggerated my position here at the forge. But don't worry, I'll find a way to get my sister what she needs for the family business. In the meantime, take this, for your trouble. If you happen to run into my sister...
You read my letter? Oh, I'm so grateful you've come. We found something powerful. Daedric... Wait! What's happening?
Scaldi! No! Damn it! Who is doing this? I will send him straight to Sovngarde!
Well, well, if it isn't the hero of the Pact, glad you made it. I'm the leader of the Hidden Armigers. If you've heard of us, we haven't been doing our jobs. The Armigers do the Pact's dirty work. Sometimes she owes me a favor. It's a long series of stories we don't have time for. She saved my brother. I saved her life. We're back and forth. That's it for story time. You're here about Varna's Galarian? That crazy Altman wants to organize a secret meeting of the Alliance leaders in neutral territory. He'll be here any minute, so I'll let him give you the details. But don't worry, the Armigers will do our part. Little details. Making sure the right agents are in the right places. Protecting Pact interests, that sort of thing. I could tell you more, but then Naryu would want to kill you. Or maybe just cut on you a little. Turns out I'm glad you came, Virion. I'm calling in that favor.
You mean you called me here without knowing if you needed me, Thrush? Ugh. What's the favor?
I need you to contact the other spy networks. The Eyes of the Queen of the Aldmeri Dominion and the Ring of Daggers in the Daggerfall Covenant.
Contact. You do me with the tips of my daggers. Repeatedly, right?
No. This is a diplomacy thing. No killing.
Apologies for my
Waste
lateness.
of a favor, Thrush. Should have asked for something your lackeys couldn't do. We're even after this, you know.
I know, but this is important.
Thank you for coming so quickly, Champion. I've been consulting with Countess Hakruba of the Fighters Guild. Both of our guilds believe the time has come to take the fight to cold. Trust, as always. The Alliance leaders will never agree to join forces. And if our guilds only work with one alliance, the other two will see it as a betrayal. For both guilds, the war in Cyrodiil has been long and bloody, and all three alliances are spread thinly. They can't commit resources to an assault on Cold Harbor without making themselves vulnerable. I want to bring all three leaders together, maybe cut a deal. You're in a unique position. You can speak with authority, but you're not an Alliance leader. You're respected, you have a reputation. They may let you get a word in before they leap at each other's throats. In short, you're the perfect diplomat. I found the perfect meeting place. A neutral location far from disputed territories, an island called Stirk. I can get you an audience with each leader and provide magical transportation. You just need to convince them to travel to Stirk. That's all I ask. I'll open the portal. I think it's best that I travel with you and make introductions as a neutral party. That might make things easier. Greatly esteemed Queen Irene Arana Aldmeri, it is my great honor to present to you...
Varnus, you're so formal. I remember the patience and kindness you showed an awkward, freckled waif all those years ago on fair Somerset. You captured this child's heart then, and it remains with you to this day.
You warm an old man's heart, my queen. I remember well those halcyon days.
As do I, my old friend. Sorry about all these guards. I'm told they're necessary. These are dark days.
A wise precaution, my queen. My counsel would be no different. If you'll permit it, my companion would like to speak with you.
Ah, yes. Let me meet this hero I've heard so much about. It's not often the heroic deeds of one who by all rights should be considered a mortal enemy reach my ears. Come, let's talk. Varnus is a dear man. In many ways, he is family to me. Since he has given you his trust, I'm willing to set aside our differences. But under different circumstances, you and I would be sworn enemies. Well spoken and point taken. To be perfectly honest, I couldn't pass up the opportunity to meet you. Your exploits are legendary. A true champion is like a stone cast upon the waters of history. The ripples it creates travel far and wide. Humility is a noble thing, but you must also remain strong and self-assured. A true champion is also history's pawn, and history is a cruel and unfeeling master. But enough philosophy. What did you wish to speak with me about? And you need all three of the Alliance leaders to attend this meeting? A bold suggestion. I like it. Very well. I make no promises with regards to the negotiations themselves, but I will attend. That much I promise.
That went well, I think. Shall we move on? To Wayrest, expect a certain level of formality. The court of High King Emmerich is often filled with scandalmongers and subversives. Therefore, protocol is the order of the day. Shall we?
Tell the lovely Donmer Naryu that she is very welcome to disguise herself as a serving girl and show off for
Raz,
this one.
inappropriate.
This one has no regrets.
Esteemed High King Emmerich, I thank you for agreeing to this meeting. I would not presume to waste your time without good reason.
We've known each other for some time, Master Galerion. You aren't known for your capricious whims. Tell me, though, who is your companion?
Your Majesty, this is Skald King Yoren's personal representative, here to speak with you about the impending Cold Harbor crisis.
The Skald King sends his personal champion into his enemy's stronghold. Either he has a lot of faith in you, or he's trying to get you killed. I'm intrigued. Come, let us speak. Dibella's legs, but you are a bold one. Even the bards of Wayrest sing of your exploits. I must confess, I had hoped to meet you one day. We sharpen our blades on the same whetstone, if you take my meaning. Tell me then, is it madness that drives you to barge in here like this? Or perhaps you're here to surrender on behalf of your people. If that's the case, I accept. That's a bit of a dreary subject, but I prefer that over some angry line like, "I've come here to kill you, Your Majesty." I'm glad you didn't say that. So you want to talk about everyone's favorite Daedric prince, then? What of him? Ha! I'm sorry. I think I must have misheard you. For a moment, I thought you were saying you wanted to battle a Daedric prince. That would be especially funny if you wanted my help. So, what was it you really meant to say? That would be utter madness. But I do like the thought of seeing that next to my name in the history books. All right. If Irene and Yoren agree to attend, I'll be there. If this is an assassination attempt, though, I'm taking you with me.
Give my best to Thrush. Tell him I hope we can dance again soon.
So, you've been mingling with the enemy, have you, Daria? Just so you know, I already knew that.
Oh, I love to mingle, Your Majesty. I'm gonna mingle their heads right off their necks one of these days.
I didn't think it possible. Well done! We must return and begin the preparations. We have much to do. Come. All three leaders have agreed to join us on Stirk. Now comes the tricky part. Individually, the leaders are rational, even reasonable. But get them together and, well, you'll see soon enough.
Why did you run off? I was just preparing the portal. Please, return to Mournhold as soon as you can.
Welcome to the island of Stirk. Representatives from all three alliances are gathering at the meeting place. It's just up ahead, through the ruins. I'm told they'll be arriving at the meeting site by portal any moment. After all the bloodshed in Cyrodiil, I fear the leaders won't be quick to trust one another. Perhaps you can help them see the wisdom in cooperation. I don't envy you the task. We've already assembled quite a team of experts for the Cold Harbor invasion itself. I'll try to introduce you to some of them on the way to the meeting. Lead on. 2 kings and a queen with barely a thimble of patience between them. Reaching a compromise will be no small task, I promise you.
Sir.
Look! It's Lady Laurent!
Careful with that, you clumsy fool. Do hurry it up. We're missing everything.
I never weary of your charms, Lady Laurent.
Vanus Galarian as I live and breathe. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I had no idea the summit was to be held on the legendary island of Stirk.
It seemed a fitting choice. It was here that the leaders of the First Era assembled the All-Flags Navy to do battle with the Slode.
I can't wait to see what surprises Molag Bal's realm has in store for us.
We are waging war, not embarking on a sightseeing expedition, milady.
Fear not, Vanus. I can take care of myself and my useless lump of a manservant. Stibbons, haven't you finished tying those bags yet? Oh, you really are hopeless.
Farewell, milady.
I don't care who you are. If you can't carry my luggage, you're useless to me.
Wonderful. It's Tellinger. The captain in charge of security, Alfari, is over there. Wonderful. It's Tellinger. Here's Tellinger, the artificer himself. Must it always take a crisis to pull you away from your toys, Telly?
Vanus, your robes smell of failed experiments and your words of failed wit.
Tell me, Telly, what Dwemer rubbish pit did you crawl out of this week?
You really must learn to respect your betters, old friend.
Do let me know when one happens by, won't you? I don't have the time or the energy, Tellinger, so I'll bid you good day.
Getting the leaders to cooperate will be no small task. I hope you're...
The captain in charge of security, Alfari, is over there.
Captain Alfari, has the island been secured?
Aye. All ships in the area have been diverted away from the island, and the wards are in place.
And the Alliance leaders?
They'll be here any moment. You three should get over there as soon as you can.
We're on our way. Thank you, Captain. We must make haste.
Security couldn't be tighter. This should go off without a hitch.
High King Emmerich of the Daggerfall Covenant. Queen Irene of the Old Merry Dominion. Yoren Skald King of the Ebonheart Pact.
We must put aside our differences and work together, or this assault is doomed from the start.
How do we know this isn't a ruse? A clever plan to divert our forces while your armies take the Imperial City.
I thought backstabbing was your favorite tactic, Emmerich.
Please, are you both so arrogant? Your weapons are children's toys compared to the horrors that Molag Bal commands.
I will not wager the future of my people on the word of a snow barbarian and an adolescent female. I fear for Tamriel's future if either of you were to sit upon the Ruby Throne.
Since when do you care about your people? You never lift a finger except to count your gold.
Please, my lords, this bickering is pointless.
What a waste of time.
Obstinate fools, both of you.
What a mess. Apologies, Vanus, but I'm going to check on my Lion Guard.
Intractable fools. Their pride will see us all dead.
We've served as the first line of defense against Molag Bal's invaders, destroying his dark anchors all across Tamriel. They've succeeded in reducing their ranks and leveling half of Cyrodiil. What do you think? Willing and able. But, like the Mages Guild, we are constrained by a non-interference pact. The alliances will only tolerate our presence in their realms if we remain neutral. Unless all three alliance leaders consent to it. Our hands are bound.
This is going about as well as I expected, unfortunately. Even if we can get them to stop bickering, they'll never agree to send troops to Cold Harbor. That would leave Cyrodiil unprotected. An interesting idea, but they need to stop bickering long enough to consider it. Why don't you visit each of them in their camps? See if you can reason with them individually.
I tried, but these thick-skulled bastards will not see reason. But what about the war in Cyrodiil? If I commit troops to this invasion, the Pact will be vastly outnumbered there. Wizards and mercenaries against the Daedric hordes. Without the Ebonheart Pact, they do not stand a chance. You make some sense after all. I will support this foolish plan if you can convince the other leaders.
Euron is being stubborn out of spite. He's your king. Can't you reason with him? Is there? What did you have in mind? Perhaps. But we don't know enough about Cold Harbor to fully understand what they'd be up against. Nor do I, but I'll agree to nothing until I've conferred with my advisors. Now go annoy the others. I've had enough for one day.
Your Scald King has all the patience of a bull at mating season. This is a negotiating table, not a battlefield. Can't you talk some sense into that thick head of his? That's more than I'm getting from them. What do you suggest? I don't doubt their commitment or their bravery, but they are few, and Molag Bal's followers are legion. I'm not convinced, but let me think on it. Something must be done. On that we agree.
Any luck? Or are they still at an impasse? I hope they come to their senses soon. We're going to lose the element of surprise. With very good reason. But the sooner they come to an agreement that... Does the air feel strange to you? That's odd. All of a sudden it feels like a storm is approaching. I have an ill feeling about this.
He has arrived. I can't.
Chaldean! What's happening?
Go! Get away from me! Run!
These are the great leaders of Tamriel. Pathetic. But how convenient to have them gathered together in one place, so I can crush them like insects.
Stay back, Countess!
The insects fight back. How amusing, and yet so very sad. All of Nirn shall be mine.
Chaldean! Protect the leaders, defeat Molag Bal's minions, and close the unstable rift.
I thought we were safe here, hidden from the enemy. The god of schemes grows more powerful by the day. Agreed. There's no time to waste. We must take the fight to him. Yes, at the Iliad Well at the center of the island. After that terrible display of power, I don't think they have much choice.
Honored leaders, you have seen the face of our enemy! Molag Bal threatens every living being in Tamriel. The Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild have agreed to join forces to launch an assault on Cold Harbor!
Trust in us. Sanction our actions. Give us your blessings. We will not let you down.
Vanos is right. The guilds are our best and only choice. Send them to Cold Harbor.
I hate to admit it, but I agree with Emmerich.
As do I. It appears that much of the distrust between our alliances was sown and nurtured by the god of schemes.
Molag Bal thrives on deception and chaos. But if you'll forgive me, this alliance war is of your own making.
Countess Hakruba, gather the surviving members of both guilds in the Sturk interior. The champion and I will go there now to open the portal.
We'll be right behind you, Vanus.
The time has come, champion.
Let's go!
Stendarr, protect us all! We're as ready as we shall ever be. Unfortunately, yes. It's not the massive army we'd hoped for. But now that Molag Bal knows we're coming, a smaller group might be our only hope of slipping into Cold Harbor undetected. It's difficult.
Survived then, have you? Jolly good. Jolly good. Rotten luck. They arrived in Cold Harbor, but I'd keep moving if I was in your boots. This isn't a friendly place. What bridge? Is there a bridge? Tricky things, bridges. Tend to have all kinds of hideous creatures living beneath them. Except that one dreadfully dull place, and a real eyesore, if you ask me. But I suppose it's where you want to start your quest. Quest? What a simple... I'd keep moving if I was in your boots. This isn't a friendly place. Not at all. Welcome to the beautiful gardens of Cold Harbor. Do have a look around. Lovely day for it. I have the honest feeling we've discussed this before, or did I already mention? Am I not speaking the common tongue of Nirn? I was once fluent, but time does get on, doesn't it? Did I? I don't recall that, but there is a bridge just ahead. Leads to the city, rather a drab, empty place. Sane? That's in the north, isn't it? I don't believe I've had the pleasure of.
Very few would dare to enter the Prince of Murder's realm of their own choosing. You may refer to me as the groundskeeper, one of the few survivors that remain. The city's original name no longer matters. Now it is a hollow city, waiting to be filled. It could be. There is no safer place in Cold Harbor, for Molag Bal's reach cannot extend into the hollow city. Watch and listen. While I could explain things to you, it will be better to simply show you. The history of the city permeates these streets. Long ago, this city existed in Nern. It was alive and vibrant, and went by a different name. Its people were devoted to Prince Meridia, the Radiant One. They lived in peace and assumed themselves safe from any dangers. But Meridia has enemies, such as the despicable Molag Bal. The Prince of Murder sent minions from Cold Harbor to destroy her beloved city. The city's defenders did what they could, but they were no match for Molag Bal's forces. Everyone outside the walls was slaughtered, but the warriors and mages managed to seal the gates to protect those huddled within. As fortune would have it, the Ayleid King Lalorian Dainar was visiting the city. A skilled warrior and tactician, he quickly took command of the city's defenses. The Ayleid King single-handedly protected one of the gates. As he fought, he prayed for assistance, and his prayers were answered. Meridia felt compassion for her followers, but she also saw an opportunity. Molag Bal's open portal worked both ways. The time had come to take the battle to Cold Harbor. Meridia warded the city and pushed it into Cold Harbor. The city arrived intact, but many of its inhabitants were either killed or scattered by this realm's protective spells. Even the Ayleid King was captured. Still, Meridia had accomplished the impossible. She stabbed a dagger into Molag Bal's side. A portion of her realm was in his domain, and he could not touch it. The survivors lost faith, however. One by one, they left the safe confines of the city to try to return to Nern. They were foolish, and they paid the price for rejecting Meridia's edicts. Meridia foresaw a day when an opportunity would arise. An overconfident Molag Bal. Champions from another plane. On that day, this city would become the focal point for the assault against the Lord of Schemes. I say that the day has finally arrived. The Great May. This city shall serve you well against Molag Bal. Know that every choice you make in Cold Harbor will have an effect on the Hollow City. It shall be reborn with every person you save. I am your advisor. You must gather those who were lost. King Dinar and Vanus Galarian have vital. You shall require more than just the king and the mage, of course. But they are as good a starting point as any. Others in this realm, allies, as you seek out the mage and the king, I'm sure you shall meet others who require your aid. Look for the... Go west, beyond the Moonless Walk. There you shall find the Ayleid King, held within a tower of darkness. I recommend heading west first to find the Ayleid King, but the choice is yours. If you wish to free King Dinar, you must recover the lights of Meridia. The lights have the power to unlock his prison of darkness. Originally, the lights were a gift from Meridia, power that protected the city and made life easier for its inhabitants. When King Dinar is trapped within a tower of darkness, bound by shadows and dark magic, Meridia's lights can unravel those bonds. Without them, you won't be able to set the Ayleid King free. As you no doubt noticed, Molag Bal's realm has its own defenses. Things that teleport onto this plane tend to get scattered, as were your allies, as were the lights. Rumors only, I'm afraid. I have heard tales of a strange prison to the northwest. I recommend heading west first to find the Ayleid King, but... wonderful. Can we talk?
Weapons. We can think of better things to do than fight, can't we?
You're a real live person, aren't you? I thought I was all alone out here. I bet you came from that city over there. Could you help me, please? I'm a projection, silly. My brother and I are part of the Mages Guild expedition. Well, freelancers, really. We got separated from the others as soon as we arrived in Cold Harbor. We drew straws, and I wound up on watch duty. The Mages Guild gathered a team of the best dungeon delvers from across the 3 alliances. Members of the Undaunted. You got it. Look, my brother's the expert. That's my thought. I'd much rather speak to you in person. Is this working? Can you see me? I'll try to show you what's going on inside the library while you smash those lenses. Here goes.
You look like a step.
It's working. I switched the widgets with the gadgets, and that seemed to do the trick. Now let's see if I can get a view into the other part of the library. I think I made the proper adjustments. Now, let's see if I can spot my brother.
Lady Laurent, we need to get out of here. This place is a trap. Young Raynor has already been caught in its spell.
Oh, Tallinger, let's just stay here, you and I, forever.
No, the glamour has taken you as well.
Come, my dear. Let us find a quiet corner among all these beautiful books.
She's lost. Damn! I need to escape before I also succumb to the spell. I'll leave them a note in case the effects wear off.
Spell? Why haven't I been affected? Wait, I just heard the door unlock. It should be safe now. Come meet me in the gallery at the top of the ruins. Raynor! Raynor! He can't hear me. Why can't he hear? I can see Raynor through this observation. You know, the spell web. A pretty elegant trap, really. I think the spell's catalyst has something to do with an interest in knowledge. The spell seems to be I always have a plan. It requires you to get down there and talk some sense into them. I'll make sure the Daedra don't lock us in here again. Just find me if Raynor gives you any trouble. And be careful. Illusion magic can be tricky. Sure, there may be other spells active down there. Take a look at the observation windows and remember the details of each holding cell. The Daedra... What a creepy place. I can feel something tugging at my mind.
Oh, sorry. I said I'm reading. Go bother someone with an intellect closer. Whatever. I said go away and let me read my...
You're back, but I don't see Raynor. I'll handle this. I know just what... Raynor, get your head out of that book. It's time to leave this horrible place.
Leave me alone, sister. I'm busy.
That does it. Remember, Raynor, you asked for this.
Kirith, what was that for? Wait, where am I?
Works every time.
I'm a little disoriented.
I think so.
Thanks. Kirith and I will head for our camp outside the ruins.
Do not interrupt me. How sweet. But I'm not who you think I am. Now. Raynor sent you? I see. I suppose I... I wouldn't know exactly, but I'm sure Tellinger's... Thank you.
I take it that you are the one who... This vault contains a portal, and the power emanating from it is... it's inconsequential. Whatever it... I have my suspicions, but I hate to speculate. If you... Enter the portal and find the source of the power because I don't completely trust myself. Once you go through the portal, the token will attune itself to the access point.
Lights of Meridia can free me from Molag Bal's bondage. Find them and bring them to me. Know that you may jump from here and rejoin your friends below. What power I still possess shall keep you safe.
Welcome back, my friend. Did you find it? Was I right? Was the source of power I sensed one of the... By the 8th, that crystal! It is a light of Meridia. It is said that these orbs of power once allowed Meridia... With Meridia's lights, we can turn the tide of this campaign. Kirith said you came from the Hollow City. We shall go there once everyone has had a chance to rest. Thank you for your help. You know, you remind me of one of my students. Once inside the Hollow City, we'll begin helping with the war effort. We must...
Ah, there you are. The groundskeeper said you had a pickup. I assumed she was talking about this merry band. Good to see them. Yes, whenever I visit a library and do some reading, I usually fall right to sleep. Can't keep my eyes open. Great for when I get insomnia. But enough about my sleeping. No worries there. Almost all the people I've traveled with over the years have remained in one piece for the duration. I've seen the odd dismemberment, but that's far more the exception than the rule.
With Meridia's lights, we can turn the tide of this campaign. Kirith said you came from the Hollow City. We shall go there...
I just wanted to say... What I mean is... Bother. I'm not really very good at this. Thank you. For rescuing us, I mean. I did have another favor I'd like you to do. Stibbins hasn't shown up yet. I haven't seen him since I got lured into that library. I'm surprised he wasn't... I just wanted to say...
Thank you so much. I could never have done that by myself. Raynor's sleeping right now, but when he wakes up, I'm going to tell him how great his device worked.
Ah, there you are. The groundskeeper said you had a pickup. I assumed she was talking about this merry band. Good to see them alive and well. They are alive, right? Not that I mind the odd zombie, it's the smell I can't abide. Nasty, that. Ugh.
These swords, they must be a clue. Now where did those fools run off to? These poor creatures, just slaughtered by Ifra's head. You and everyone else. Does a fuzzy? Because I'm Have you noticed the sword? Keep your eyes open and your weapon ready. The shadows here are not your friend. More outsiders. Show them the penalty for entering the Moonless Walk. You need to be alive. You have to be. I need you to help me. I didn't do it. I swear. He was like this when I found him. This poor soldier. He didn't have to die. Because we made a stupid deal long time ago. We became the guardians of this forest in exchange for power and immortality. There might still be a way to save the other soldier, the Khajiit. But you need to trust me. I won't oppose my clan directly. They're my family. The Shadow Walkers use runners to search the forest, but you'll never see them. They become one with the shadows, all but invisible. You need to collect the bark of a Spriggan. The bark's magic allows the creatures to... Your friend is out there, being hunted by my clan is ancient, older than you can even imagine. Our tree mender tells stories of the before time, when we lived under the bright skies in the lush forest. According to the stories, the Daedric prince gave up. That's one way to look at it. I explained this to you already. I'm tired of darkness and false promises. Did you get the bark? We don't have much time left. Just scrape a bit off the top end. There. An old trick I learned living so long. While it allows you to see anyone hiding in the Shadow Realm, it also masks your presence from them. I've used this method to avoid patrols and sneak out of the forest. Touch the bark to a wisp of light, and then cross the bridge. The runners are searching for the remaining soldier. When you spot...
I could have sworn I heard something. What's all that noise out there? There has to be something out there. Where in Ifri's name is that sound coming from? Why are the creatures acting so strangely today? What's all that noise out there? have sworn I heard something.
Give us the cat, Snake, and we'll end your
Leave the
life quickly.
outsider alone, Warmbloods. You will not harm him.
This one knows there is an entrance to the tower somewhere nearby. Camo must get in.
We shall find a safe.
I'm hurt!
This one does not understand the game. We heard voices in the woods. We thought it was other members of our expedition calling to us for help. But Captain Alfari figured it out. The voice comes from this. The wood elves started hunting us almost as soon as we stepped into this dread forest. This one isn't sure. The little elf appeared out of nowhere. But at least she didn't try to kill Kabul. A safe haven in this place. Kabul looks... This one doesn't know very much about this area. But this one always has opinions. Ask what you will, and I will... Oh, what a choice. Like deciding whether to roast slowly or leap... Well, the friendly snake thing did help me. We shouldn't... The little elves are ruthless killers. They call... Kamo never saw her before. She stepped out of the shadows. But she... When we were searching the woods, we ran into a few snake things. When we were resting at one of the campfires, a group...
We shall help you enter the tower. But first, you must help us against these foul. We never asked to be dragged into Cold Harbor. We never... You are a hero. You stride through Cold Harbor with confidence. And not even the wood elves can touch you. You will? We have waited such a long time for someone to aid us in our struggle. You have made me very happy outside. The vile and ruthless wood elves smash our eggs. Just they keep our eggs in their camps. The tower. Yes, the tower. We will help you with that, and so much more. But all of our eggs must be returned. They hide our eggs in their filthy camps. You must enter their homes to rescue our children. But be very... I will find you near the Wood Elves' camp. I will show you how to get into the tower, full of shiny treasures, I'm sure.
Wait, outsider. A moment more of your time. I get it. My people killed one of your own. They aren't evil, though. You have to understand. We signed a pact to protect this forest. The Shadow Walkers believe that if they fail to honor that agreement... Well, yes. I can't argue with that. I understand why you'd want to side with these creatures. I also know you need to get their eggs back. But my people don't need to die while you do it. Recover the eggs, but don't hurt my people. I'm not asking for anything you can't do. And I'll go with you when you're done, to help. I've been planning to leave anyway, so now's as good a time as any. You can use me, just don't kill any Shadow Walkers. The Shadow Walkers watch the forest, but they're too confident. They leave our camps practically undefended. You could sneak in, get the eggs, and get out.
You recovered our eggs. How wonderful. My people will be most grateful to you for this. I must return these eggs to our nest, but there is one more thing you must do before my people. A council of elders leads the wood elves. They live upon a large rock that floats. The key is divided into 2 shards, each protected by a shadow walker guardian. As soon as you acquire the 2 shards, go to the camp in the center of the forest. My people will meet you there. Why do you insist on not harming the ones who kill my people? The little elf girl. She has confused you, hasn't she? Bleh.
The outsider who has done so much for my people. Once the tyranny of the Shadow Walkers has ended, you will have good. Direct the shard key toward the portal at the center of the arch. Your time is now, my children. Swarm forth and reclaim what is ours. Finally, our children are avenged. The wood elves have fallen. My eggs shall be returned to my nest, and my... What would you have us do? The wood elves slaughtered my people. You have helped us. Now we shall help you.
My people rejoice. Most consider us monsters, but you, as I promised, this door leads to the tower. The Khajiit told me of a city of safety to the east. I will take some of my...
crystal with you. You will need it to free me from my bonds. I have waited for centuries. And waited and waited. Do you know how boring that can be? The Radiant One knows many things. She knew that one day the city she plunged into Cold Harbor would serve her purpose. At first, she thought I would fulfill that prophecy. Have no fear. I am as alive as you are. Molag Bal has preserved me so that I can endure his endless tortures. His cruelty knows no bounds. I knew you were the one I was waiting for. Molag Bal locked me away for... You made it this far, just... I was captured shortly after Meridia pushed her city into this dread realm. This prison relies on darkness. Early on, I almost broke free. Now Molag Bal shapes the darkness itself to bind me, suppressing my attempts to... Molag Bal has trapped me within a pillar of dark. To reach me, you must first unlock the prison door. Molag Bal uses crystallized darkness to hold me and suppress my power. I am the last alien king. In our ancient language, my name means ruler in dark times. I can imagine no darker time than the end of the alien people. I am a servant of Meridia, her master tactician and strategist. Between my master's blessings and the time-distorting nature of this dread realm, I am still alive. Consider that to reach me, you must first unlock the prison door. Molag Bal. Enter the library and collect the Mind Shadow Crystal. Then place it on the central dais at the entrance. enter the garden and collect the Life Shadow Crystal. Then place it on the central dais at the entrance.
Hello there.
Well done, my friend. Now, enter the oubliette and set me free. Done well to make it this far. But there is still more to do to set me free. My body is imprisoned within a pillar of darkness, generated by the ebon shards to each side. My calculations suggested that you had a slightly better chance to fail rather than to succeed. No? A little weary, perhaps, but not injured. Agreed. Allow me to create a portal to Meridia's city. This portal leads to the Hollow City. We shall talk again when we are safely inside its walls.
The pieces begin to fall into place. With the king's aid, we shall assemble a force worthy of Meridia's blessing. Small groups have trickled in since your departure. The warriors inside seem to be under the protection of the knight Darien, an exceptional fellow, brave to a fault and devoted to lost causes.
I have barely set foot within these hallowed walls, and I already feel 1,000 times better. And now that you are here, we can determine our next move against the vile Mol. I must take stock of our assets and resources, determine just how much might we can bring to bear. Only then can I develop a strategy that shall allow us to win this war. But it is good to be back in this ancient city. I need to assess our strengths and weaknesses. Soldiers, the ones who call themselves the Fighters Guild. They seem strong. No leader? Well, that is an unacceptable situation. I shall take command of this Fighter Guild force. It is the only logical solution. Talk to those within this building. After I consult with the groundskeeper, I shall join you inside.
The pieces begin to fall into place. With the king's aid, we shall assemble a force worthy of Meridia's blessing.
Your nagging is becoming more annoying than my persistent rash. We finally have a secure base. To go back outside without a plan is even too foolhardy for me.
You want us to hide behind these walls? To leave our comrades to die while you sip wine and lounge about? You have no honor, knight.
Don't lecture me about honor, elf. You have no idea what I've seen or what I've gone through. My apologies for that display. The whole rash a safe haven, eh? I didn't really expect to see cheerful flowers and clear water anywhere in this dark realm. I assumed we were walking into untimely and painful deaths. That's a good question. I heard that Captain Alfari was killed shortly after we were scattered. I was hoping to find another officer here, but no such luck. An Iliad? I thought they were all, you know, dead. Of course, this is a Daedric Prince's plane. I really need to stop being surprised by such revelations. I have a feeling that won't be the strangest thing I find out before this is all over.
Attend me, soldiers. We have a war to win, and time grows short.
What in Ariel's name is this? Who are you?
So that's the last Iliad, huh? I thought he'd be more dusty. Isn't that what happens when elves get really, really old?
Shut it, you fop.
Who's in charge of this group? Step forward and address me. Then allow me to rectify that. I shall lead you. We shall recover your comrades and complete your mission. If that does not work for you, your services are no longer needed.
I don't know who you are, but you aren't Fighters Guild. You have no authority over us.
Do you challenge me, then? Do you want me to kill you to prove my combat prowess to your companions?
I wouldn't necessarily mind seeing that. He is kind of annoying.
How can you expect us to lay down our lives for someone we never met? Trust is earned on the battlefield.
If you want to survive, if you want to win this, you must trust me. Allow me to explain why you need my lead. We shall work this out. I understand your reservations, but with my leadership, the Fighters Guild will help us win this war.
The pieces begin to fall into place. With the King's aid, we shall assemble a force worthy of Meridia's blessing. The pieces begin. Small groups have trickled in since your departure.
They've been captured. I arrived with a few other wizards, conjuration masters. They were captured by Daedra, led by Judge Zivan. In the confusion, I managed to slip away. A magical barrier shields the entryway to the hall. It's powered by elemental crystals. We must collect the gate key from the coffer to the north, and destroy the 3 crystals to bring down the barrier. There's 1 crystal in each tower. Mage's Guild Warlock and Master Conjurer at your service. A trick I picked up. Made it easy. Why, nothing gets past you, does it? Though I was born on your world, I grew up in Oblivion. It gives me a rather unique... Judge Zivon has them on trial in the Hall of Judgment. From what I've been able to overhear, the 3 elemental crystals, yes. But more than that, we also need a key to open the locked gate. trial is over. Judge Zivin found my companions guilty and sentenced them to death. They were taken to the cells below the hall. An excellent suggestion. There's no time to... Oh, good. A guard. And I thought this was going to be boring.
The guilty are drawn to us like torchbugs, honey. Come and be judged, mortals.
Excellent. Head down to the holding cells and free my companions. I'll guard our way out of here.
You're no guard. Grab that key on the table and open these cages.
They found me guilty. Me! I'll make them rue the day. Rue, I say!
I still can't believe they sentenced me to death. Of all the nerve.
Well, what are you waiting for? The trial was a farce. They... Great rescue, but now what? Do you have a plan? Thank you. This one thought we were done for after Judge Zivin. Malkur? Well, why didn't you say so? Tarami wondered what happened.
Cast a shield spell on the gate. We're trapped.
We'll deal with the gate. Just keep them away from us until we're done.
You have been judged. You won't escape. I think this has gone on long enough. Time for you to die.
Shield spell on the gate. We're trapped.
We'll deal with the gate. Just keep them away from us until we're done.
You have been judged. You won't escape. Guilty! Guilty! I pronounce each and every one of you guilty as charged.
shield spell on the gate. We're trapped.
We'll deal with the gate. Just keep them away from us until we're done.
You have been judged. You won't escape. You won't escape. No one ever escapes my judgment. Escape my judgment, mortals! The penalty is death. Guilty! Guilty! I pronounce each and every one of you guilty as charged! I'll execute you myself.
You've been judged and found wanting, Sipper.
Enough fun and games. Let's get out of here.
The diversion I set up is working. Hurry before the Daedra notice and come after us. We fought well, didn't we? I think we might just have a chance at turning this... We've opened a portal to the city. Feel free to... All right, let's head out. We've got portals to stabilize, you know.
The pieces begin to fall into place. With the king's aid, we shall assemble a force worthy of Meridia's blessing. Small groups have trickled in since your departure. The warriors inside seem to be under the protection of the Knight Darien, an exceptional fellow, brave to a fault and devoted to lost causes. Cadwell found them in the wilds.
Smashing! So glad you could join us. Welcome to the Fighters Guild, which is rather a mundane name, isn't it? Though it is precise. They fight things. Actually, it was Honor who found them. Have you met? We've been together. Pish Tosh, Honor isn't a pet. He's my faithful steed. He does mistake the odd wood elf for a tasty treat, but they've been known to do that themselves, haven't they?